Hello, how's it going? My name is Frank Anaya. It's a pleasure to have you here. I am creator and founder of People Who Grow, the resource for PKM, for personal growth and development, and also to help you maximize your knowledge. Obsidian, have you struggled with trying to take your emails and actually use them inside of Obsidian? What I have with me today and what I'll be presenting is 5 steps to help you get into using Obsidian, downloading and then using them so that you can make those connections that you just can't find online just yet. So without further ado, I'm excited to present to you the process and then jump into a demonstration of how to do just that. So let me go ahead and start now. So the first step is download and install Thunderbird. Thunderbird is what we're going to be using of all the web email clients to be able to download and get the material you need. The link is there. I'll put it in the description below as well. What you're going to do is set up your email accounts. So go ahead, connect, follow their process. It's pretty easy. I won't get into that here. You can go ahead and learn how to do that elsewhere. Once you're there, you're going to go to where it says Tools, Add-ons and Themes, and install the Import-Export tool. This is what we're going to be using to save your emails. Next, what you're going to do is select the emails you want, and using that extension, you'll see a drop down where it says you can save your selected messages. And from there, go ahead and click on HTML index. I prefer to do that because it gives me a nice little list. And from there, you can save it as an attachment or without attachments, text files, and other formats that you see here on the list. Just a caveat, I know the PDF isn't working as of this recording, but you can use text and you can use HTML. And finally, here's a script that I scoured the web, I researched, and I found. And what this does is, on Mac, you're able to take all the text files and change the extension running the script into Markdown files. So what that does is that gives Obsidian a way of actually finding your material. And so that's it. That's the process. You've done it. Congratulations. You've set up. If you have the question of how to do this in an automatic way, there is a way of doing that. And so if you'll open up the settings under the Import-Export tools, there's a destination and you can set up a process on how often you want a backup of your emails. But I won't be showing you how to do that because that's extracurricular and out of this the scope of this video. All right. So if you liked what you saw, let me go ahead and now show it to you live. And what I'm going to do is open up the process and guide just to show you what that looks like. So just a few things. I have a blank Obsidian vault called email. I'm going to also open up my inbox, my email. So, okay, so this is my email inbox. And what I'd like to do is walk you through a process of taking all these emails that I have from Bob Proctor. So just to give you a quick idea, there's about 1,000 emails in here. And what I'm going to do is save them into a folder inside of my vault. So what I'm going to do is create a new folder, call it Bob Proctor. And what I'm going to do is open that up, show it in my System Explorer just so I have it ready. Cool. So there it is. There's my Obsidian. There's my Bob Proctor folder. And what I'm going to do is just bring it up here as a shortcut so I know where to find it. I'm going to switch back into Thunderbird. Right-clicking. I can go ahead and save the selected messages like I showed as an HTML format with attachments. And it says, hey, it won't be opening. That's fine. I don't really care about that. But what I can do is that folder I created, the Bob Proctor folder, I can go ahead and open it. And moving myself out of the way, you're going to see down here below me how the 1,074 messages just got downloaded. So let me show you what that looks like. And there we have it. We have all these emails in the format of an HTML file. So that's pretty cool, right? I like to have that as a backup. But what I really like to do is take these same messages, and this time what I'm going to do is save them as a text format. And the reason why I do text is because, and again, it's asking me, so I'm going to go to my folder, go ahead and open that, save it in there. So again, I'm exporting all my emails into a text file. So from this point, I took those emails, I have them in here. I personally like to change how I see information, especially this much of information. So I'm just changing everything, and I just want to show you how it did. I'm just going to open up a random text. You're going to see my information there. But what you'll see is there's an email. But the problem is, even though we have it inside of this folder, out of the gate, so to speak, Obsidian doesn't give you a way of actually seeing files. So what you have to do is go into your settings, files and link. And inside of your files and links, what you want to do is select this option where it says detect all file extensions. So now you're going to see how there's all these different programs. Now, there are ways of installing and having Obsidian open up text, but what we're going to do is run that script. And if you're scared, it's okay. It's a pretty safe process. So I'm going to show you the process of using terminal, which is what I have over here on Mac, and open up my file, which I have that folder. What we're first going to do is change directory. And in this changing of directory, I'm dragging and dropping my folder, because in essence, what I'm telling the computer is I want you to find this information here in this folder, in this directory. So I'm inside of the Bob Proctor folder that I just created. And what I'm going to do next is copy that script that I showed with you. So the way I'm going to do that is by opening it up. And so that script is this code right here. And what we're telling the terminal is, you see all these files inside of my, let me go ahead and open that up again just to show you side-by-side comparisons. So I'm telling it, hey, you see all these files in here that have everything that ends with a text file? So let me just show you. You see all these text files? I can go in manually one at a time and change the .text extension to .md, because Markdown is a plain text file and that's how it interprets it. Or running my script, I could say, hey, anything that ends with a .txt file, I want you to transfer it and change the extension so that it becomes a Markdown file. All right, so I'm press enter. I'm going to press enter once more. And what you're going to see right now is a change happening in real time. So we're going to see it. So now all those files that I had, they've just been converted into Markdown files. And because of that, now I can go ahead and open up my different files when it opens them up. And it's saying it doesn't find it because there's no longer a text file. So that's going to happen. But we're just going to give it a little bit of time to kind of get updated. And there we have it. So now we have our files. Like I said, this has now made it so that if I type in something like, say, productivity, now I can actually see some of the code words. If I can say like joy, let's see, that's another common. Enjoy. Now I can actually see some of these notes that I didn't have before that are part of my emails, and they're living here inside of my Obsidian. So that's how you do it. That's just me kind of showing you a process that I have been working on and just trying to find a better way. But ultimately, hope this serves you. If anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always open to your questions. I'll put my information here. Visit me at peoplewhogrow.com. The research, or on Twitter, I'm there as well. What I'd like to do is just answer questions that you might have. The goal is always to help you reach your destination, your goals, and get you focused and organized. Take care.